Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you today with a pie update. I will do the pie update this time, or pie concerns. We got Bitcoin, we got Coinbase, Tesla to go over, a bunch of things today. Everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love you all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. So I like to start off my video by giving you giving my Patreons a shout out while singing Jimmy Neutron. Into the stars. By candy bars lies a kid with a knack for adventure. Hey guys, so to start off about Pi, first link down below for referral code. If you're not in, I believe in Pi long term. When it supposedly is going to hit phase 3 and be available for trade, I will actually buy more. That should be later this year, around December in Q4, so December would be the latest. If you cannot go and just mine Pi, you need someone's referral code. My referral code is down below in the description. But if you're already mining and you're here for some concerns, one of the concerns that I saw on Reddit was that, okay, well, we have several people from India that have millions of Pi, and they all want to sell. There have been apparently a couple of posts. People are like, yeah, I have like 7 figures worth of Pi, or at least 7 million, at least 1 million Pi. And I want to sell. When can I sell? And for obvious reasons, people are saying like, okay, well, if all these people with so much Pi are selling, let's say Pi starts at around 10 cents a coin, it is going to dip drastically. And to their credit, yeah, they're right. If you have a whole bunch of people trying to sell at one point, the demand stays the same, but the supply goes out here, and the demand can't reach the amount of supply that there is. So yeah, the price is going to go down. For long-term holders like myself, that's great. If it starts off at 10 cents a coin, then drops down to 4 cents or 1 cent a coin, that's fan-freaking-tastic. I remember when, in like 2014, I could buy a Dogecoin for like a fraction of a penny. It's like, oh, or 2015, like, oh, I should probably get on this. I should probably do it. I didn't, because I thought it was a joke. I liked the meme, and it was funny. I was like, nah, probably not going to go anywhere. And it hit like 12 cents today. So, yeah, I'm an idiot sometimes. Don't always make the right call. The last few years I have, whether it be Earth 2 or Bitcoin, Tesla, high-risk lending, Pokemon, what have you. Now, that's really the only concern that I've seen. A couple of people have said like, okay, well, with Pi, yeah, we've been told that it would be the end of Q4 of this year, but we don't actually know. It's like, okay, well, I have some faith. The people that are doing this, they know what they're doing. Stanford graduates, they're doctors, all of them. So I don't want to get too much into Pi because there's a lot other to go over. Again, I'm very bullish on it. On to the next one. Again, bullish long term. Now, Coinbase just had its IPO today, and it's supposed to start off at like $250 a share, and it started trading at like $389. That was what it IPO'd at today. It's supposed to be $250, $389. It was up to over $420 at one point. Everyone comment. Blaze it down below for that 420 reference. And it was also up 69% at one point. So everyone comment nice down below for the 69 reference. Outside of that, there's a couple of reasons why. That's one of the only major places in the US where you can buy not just Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Litecoin, Mana from Decentraland, which is, for those of you that don't know, Decentraland is one of the places where you can buy virtual land and get real money for it, do things and get real money. That is the tip of the iceberg. There's going to be so many places, one being Earth 2, where you could buy, again, Logan Paul's in it, a bunch of celebrities are in it, from the Philippines, actual millionaires are in it. I'm sure millionaires are in Decentraland as well. But yeah, that is the tip of the iceberg for virtual reality and virtual land. Big institutions will get in. You mark my words on that. Now, again, this all can be traded on Coinbase. Now, speaking of Coinbase, Binance is something where if you can't afford a $420 share price for Binance or a $700 share price for Tesla, yeah, 400 something for Coinbase, 700 for Tesla, you can go on Binance and you can buy fractional shares of them. Now, you're able to do that with, I think, Cash App. Cash App lets you do that as well. You can buy fractional shares of Tesla. Why Binance is doing it for Coinbase and Tesla is because Tesla holds a small amount, a couple $1 billion worth of Bitcoin on their balance sheet, and Coinbase is doing the same thing. They have, I'm sure they have and not just Bitcoin, but Ethereum and everything else on their balance sheet as well. Obviously, so does Grayscale, so does MicroStrategy, all these other places. But that's why I think these stocks have been getting a boost the last couple of days, because on Binance, you're allowed to buy those fractional shares, which is great, because not everyone has several $100s extra to buy just one share of something. It's just not something that everyone has to do. But if you get these smaller retail investors in, and there are tens of thousands of them, there's like, oh, okay, well, that makes for another couple thousand shares if they can't buy a full share, which is great for the stocks anyway. And it's great for those people that want to build long-term wealth, but they can't afford the full thing. Oh, yeah, I'll get a fraction of the thing. Tesla, I think, will probably stay under 1,000 a share, maybe until the end of the year. End of the year, they might break that, and then at some point next year, they'll probably have another split, just because they'll have, at the end of this year, they're going to have the Tesla Cybertruck and the Giga Berlin from Germany and Giga Texas up and running. They will start off slowly, and then by mid to late next year, they'll be running full force. Yeah, that's going to be insane. That is billions and billions of dollars worth of revenue for them. Again, not including the fact that they bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin a couple months ago. That's worth well over $2 billion now. That's actually probably close to $3 billion, just because it's almost doubled since then. They bought it, let's say, like 35,000 a share per coin. And every new piece of crypto that they get, because they're able to accept Bitcoin for their stuff, is they're not converting that to fiat. They're not going to say like, oh, we have $20,000 worth of Bitcoin, let's convert that to dollars. They're not doing that. They're keeping that as Bitcoin on their balance sheet, which is amazing, which is insane. I love that. So Coinbase, again, they're short term, I have no idea what it's going to do. Long term, I'm pretty bullish on it. I didn't buy any shares just because I'm not really buying stocks anymore. Even though I have 188 shares of Tesla, I have a lot less Bitcoin. I have not even a full Bitcoin yet, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going for. Now, something that I wanted to read. There's a couple of articles here. Van Eck launches ETF offering exposure to Bitcoin-focused companies. The digital transformation ETF launched by Van Eck provides investors with exposure to the likes of MicroStrategy, Square, Riot, blockchain, and more. I went over in my Bitcoin video the other day all of the companies that hold Bitcoin, including the Chavez Trading Company and the Chavez Canto Project, both me. Putting Bitcoin on both those balance sheets for y'all. Van Eck, an assets management company with roots in the cryptocurrency space, has long desired to offer a Bitcoin exchange traded fund or an ETF on the public market. The US SEC has, however, not approved its filing to do so, or any other such filings for that matter. Remember, they have until 28 October to approve the first one that had filed for it. And once that is approved, oh my God, the floodgates are going to open. Tens of billions, hundreds of billions of dollars are going to come into this, into Bitcoin, and it's just going to go through the heckin' roof. But in the meantime, Van Eck has launched a new ETF that allows eager investors access to the Bitcoin market, albeit in a less direct way. The new ETF, called the Digital Transformation ETF, is designed to provide investors with exposures to companies that have invested in or provide services for the digital transformation of the world's economy. For many of the fund's primary holdings, this means companies that are all in on Bitcoin. The Digital Transformation ETF offers exposure to the likes of MicroStrategy, Riot Blockchain, Square, and others that have directly allocated their treasury assets to Bitcoin or directly contribute to the Bitcoin ecosystem in some way. Now, this is just the big major companies. There are people that are worth, tens, hundreds of millions of dollars that are putting several hundred grand into Bitcoin. By the end of the year, I'll have put a couple hundred grand into Bitcoin. And again, you're going to have a bunch of these people. Like, when I say you have 59 million millionaires in the world, most of which, especially if they're younger, are going to want a bunch of Bitcoin. That's not including, I don't know how many tens of millions, maybe hundreds of millions of people like me that have net worth between 100,000 and 999,000 that are going to also buy Bitcoin. Again, just a little info there. Would-be investors should note the clever distinction between direct Bitcoin exposure and this product. They're not investing in cryptocurrency, either directly or indirectly through derivatives. Instead, they are investing in relevant digital asset companies that participate in the cryptocurrency space. To be eligible for inclusion and tracking in the ETF, a company must generate half of its revenues from digital assets projects, generate at least half of its revenues from the projects that have the potential to generate half of their revenues from digital assets or digital assets projects, or have at least half of its assets invested directly in digital assets or digital assets projects. Wow, that was a lot. Moving on past that, after that Van Eck launch, Goldman Sachs CEO talks Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies during their earnings call. Now, Goldman Sachs CEO David Solomon touches on the importance of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency during the bank's earnings call Wednesday morning, indicating how central the market has become for Wall Street's top banks. Quote, "I also want to touch on the topics of cryptocurrency, blockchain, and the digitization of money," end quote. He began saying, quote, "Central banks are looking at digital currencies, working to apply this technology to local markets and determine the longer-term impact on global payment systems. Also, significant focus on cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, where the trajectory is less clear as market participants evaluate their possibility as a store of value," end quote. Goldman Sachs recently made headlines for suggesting it would offer clients of its private wealth division access to Bitcoin-related products. That basically means rich people are going to get access to it, us poories are not. Us poor people are not going to get access to that via Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs is strictly playing to the 1% here, and I hate that. I hate you, Goldman Sachs. I disagree with what you're doing. However, we continue to look for ways to expand our capabilities to support our clients' needs, Solomon said, according to the transcript obtained by The Block. Still, Solomon said that while the bank can't trade Bitcoin on a principal basis, cryptocurrencies are important to the future of global financial systems. I repeat, important to the future of global financial systems. Like Cathie Wood said, this has the possibility to be the world reserve currency in the future. As for Goldman's plan in the retail crypto market, it doesn't look like the bank is going to be operating in that space anytime soon, according to Solomon. At the moment, we are not focused on offering a crypto wallet, he said, responding to a question about how Goldman Marcus brand could capitalize on current activity around Bitcoin. With respect to crypto payment systems, we've been much more focused on the institutional side, Solomon went on to say. Correction. An earlier version of this report incorrectly attributed comments about Bitcoin and gold to Goldman Sachs, CEO David Solomon. This quote is removed from the report. Okay, that's fine. I didn't read that. Outside of that, yeah, that's what I see. And again, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Just letting you go. Guys know what I'm doing. I see Bitcoin over the next 10 years. Yeah. Over the next 5 years, definitely surpassing gold. And it's like, but Chavez, that means it's going to 10x from now. Because it's only, a $1.1 trillion market cap, give or take, and gold's at 10 point something trillion. Yeah, I believe it's going to be worth more than $500,000, $600,000 by 2025. And I believe it's going to be worth more than $1 million before 2030. Yeah, just my opinion. That's why I'm going all in this year. Love you guys. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I meant bye-bye. All right. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow.